How you doing, Manginas? Toddler here, bringing you guys another TIFU. Today I fudged up number 3, episode 3. So the last time we left off, and by the way, this series, I'll tell you guys a little bit about it. It's when people mess up. I'm gonna go to Reddit. I'm gonna go on Reddit's little subreddit called TIFU. People have their stories about how they messed up and what happened. So I'll read through them, kind of put my own little spin on them. And we'll talk about them. As simple as that. But I had my own TIFU, and I didn't quite finish all of it from last time. If you guys remember TIFU number 2, it was about my stalker who had Down syndrome, and so I kind of explained the origin story of when it started. But now I'll tell you guys some other extra story bits, what happened about those situations, and then we'll get to the other people's stories. So some other stuff that happened. One of them was she told the whole chorus class. She was in a sophomore year. And by the way, I'm sorry if I repeat something. I watched the last video back. Hopefully I didn't repeat anything. But she was in a sophomore girls choir, which I was a sophomore at the time. So there's about 80 girls in that class, maybe even more. It was a huge class of the singers, and I was friends with quite a bit of them because at the time I was in choir as well. And so she told them all I was a good kisser, I guess. So yeah, everybody thought I made out with her apparently. She also, when I was sick one day, my friends told her that I moved to Russia, and she went over to a payphone and started trying to call for me. So that was kind of a dick move with my friends, but I'm not sure exactly how she was trying to call, because I don't think from what I was told, she just kept picking up the phone. You know, she wasn't putting. I don't know if those were free or not. I don't think it's a payphone, right? So it can't be free. But I don't know. It's just weird. It's just weird for a high school to have a payphone. And that's how old our school was, I guess. Maybe other people have payphones. I don't know. I think that's old. So what else? I got a lot of notes from her. One of the notes was a 4 whole pages of typed note, and it was all looked like, you know, when you slam your head against the keyboard or something, or your hands, and you're just hitting random buttons. 4 pages of that. It was kind of creepy. I was kind of scared. And at the end, it just said in crayon, it said "Love, Casey," and it had a drawing of us as stick figure forms holding hands or something like that. So that was a bit creepy. I literally looked through it. I was like, dude. I was like to my friends, like, what if there's like a hidden message in here somewhere? Like, there's something in here where she has all these random words, but it's like, you know, it's a hidden language. I don't know. That was, you know, but like there has to be there's probably a word everywhere in there, like, can I marry you or something. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, a lot of the stuff was basically her following me around screaming. There's a few other stories. I know she, like I said, I think I mentioned she cheerleaded for me. I remember one thing she'd always like to do. She'd try to talk to me on the phone. I was at lunch. She'd sit at the table near me. Like, there were round tables with my friends, and she'd sit on that round table next to me. And so she'd take her hand. You know how you do the hand phone? You put to your face. You know, it looks like a banana. Put it to your face. Your little hand thing. Okay. Anyways, so she's like, "Brian, answer the phone." And I'm like, "All right." So I picked up the phone and put it to my ear. I'm like, "Hello," like my hand. And she would turn around thinking I could hear her, like that. These are real phones or something, because she would just start talking really slowly, trying to talk to me, and I'm like, I can't just keep my hand up here like this and just not do anything. And so I would put it down and start eating again, and all of a sudden she'd turn around and go, "Brian." I'm like, "What?" She's like, "You're not on the phone anymore." She'd like yell at me. I'm like, "God, okay, I'm here. Hello." It's like, I mean, we're right here. We can talk in person. Do we have to be on phone? It's like, it's just like the future of dating. It's like, you actually, that's not even true, because nobody's on the phone anymore. Everybody texts or kicks. You want to kick me later? I think that's the stupidest name for a messaging app. All right, so I mean, there's a few other stories, but let's get into these. Let's get into these TIFU on the ones online. All right, so I'm gonna read these. I'm gonna try to make it pretty apparent of what are their words, and sometimes I'll add a little tidbits into it, which you'll hear of mine. I don't know. It'll be pretty simple to follow, hopefully. Let me. By the way, this other team we're playing against, we ended up making them quit. They're a full clan, so I thought this was a pretty fun little outball. Not a great gameplay, but pretty fun. All right. TIFU by trusting a hot local single in my area on a dating app. Ooh, spicy. Greatest / worst thing ever just happened. Greatest, so this might not be a TIFU. Worst thing just happened to me. So buckle up, folks. It's story time. Girl on a dating app tells me in the first few messages that I'm really cute. True. Okay. Oh, great. And interesting. Also true. Is this a girl or a guy? Okay, I think their name is Big Sack 5. I think this is a guy. So wow, you okay? And asked me to meet her at 11:40 a.m. for coffee at a random McDonald's. Ooh, wow, what a hot coffee place, baby. When I asked if she's a 45-year-old man trying to harvest my organs, she proceeded to send me 15 pictures in a row that look like they're straight from Facebook, because that's how you convince someone you're real. Not true. Now, normally I don't accept propositions like this because I'm thinking, what's the catch? What's the catch, baby? I have a dick. Probably. Well, I decide to live a little on the YOLO side, and since it's right next to a Subway sandwich shop, I think that the worst that could happen is it's a 45-year-old lonely man. I give him a big hug because I know the feeling as a 25-year-old lonely man. Get a tasty sandwich and go home. Apparently that was not the worst thing that could happen. I show up. She shows up. She's real. Wow. Okay. I'm surprised. I buy her coffee because I subscribe to traditional gender roles. Okay. Unless requested otherwise. She God, like that's like so like not even needed in it. I am a gentleman, so I'm gonna buy her a coffee. It's like, first of all, I want it. I mean, maybe I'm cheap. I am cheap, but I want it. I mean, like it's somebody off Tinder, or is this? Oh, it's a dating app, so I'm assuming it's Tinder. You know, and you just meet at McDonald's. Like McDonald's coffee is like $2, so maybe I would because it's cheap as fuck. But first of all, I wouldn't even meet somebody for coffee. Second of all, if I had liked coffee, I wouldn't eat at. I mean, I wouldn't go to McDonald's. All right, but it was her idea, I think. All right, she uses her McCafe frequent buyer's card. Okay, so there you go. You don't need a buyer. She has a frequent buyer's card. So she gets stamps. It's cute. While the guy's making her drink, she tells me to go find a table outside in the sun. I go outside and find the perfect goddamn table because I'm a romantic at heart at McDonald's. Okay. 5 minutes later, 10 minutes later, 15 minutes later, no girl. I text her the typical guy message, LOL, you get lost? No response. Turns out she took the coffee and left. Ah, nice. So I'm not saying it's a bad to leave a date if you feel uncomfortable or aren't attracted to him. It's totally your decision, but I don't think that's the case. I think this girl's a serial McCafe dater, and I don't think this is her first time. It was too professional, too clean. It was the perfect McHeist. And I'm starting to think I'm not even mad. She didn't steal my credit card or my organs, just a few euros. Oh, they're from the UK or somewhere. And my heart. Oh my god, that's awesome. I mean, you had to be kind of worried. Like, I don't think any girl is going to be like, let's get coffee at McCafe. Wow, so see, look at it. I wouldn't have got coffee stolen from me because I wouldn't have bought her coffee. So look who's the genius now. I don't care if I'm not a gentleman. Gentleman. All right, so the next one, guys. We'll probably have one. We have a chance for one more. It's gonna be called TIFU by lying on a Google survey. Whoa, looking forward to this. So for those of you who don't know, there's a Google survey app for Android. You can download it where you get to take surveys. After completing the surveys, you receive anywhere from 10 cents to $2 for doing a survey to use on the Google Play Store. Oh, I think I might like that. I think I might check for that app. Now with these surveys, I always have lied. The more I fabricate these answers, the more valuable it makes my opinion. The more valuable my opinion is, the more surveys it get, which means the more Play Store credit. If I had been honest, I would not have gotten any surveys, much like when I told my friend about the app and never got a survey after his first one. So far, I've received about $35 in Play Store credit, damn, by doing these surveys. So this morning, I got a Google survey on my tablet. It was a 3-question survey. The survey asked if I had ever been to a water park called Kelp Water Parks. I said yes. Then it asked me what my favorite slide was. I just chose a random name of a ride and proceeded to the next question. Only then did I find out it wasn't a survey, but it was designed to fish out people like me, people who lie on their surveys. It told me that the Kelp Water Park didn't exist. Google then proceeded to scold me, saying lying is a bad thing and will most likely not consider me for future surveys. Google caught me lying and left me feeling like I lied to my own father. Yo, Google just put that hard reject on, dude. All right, we got time for another one. Let's do a quick one. That one wasn't as fun. All right, here we go. Today, okay, this one looks good. Today, I TIFU by punching my 5-year-old in the face and knocking him out. Yes. Children violence, always hilarious. Well, I'm a 23-year-old dad. Damn, man, I'm 24 and I'm not even close to being a parent. I like to be an active parent and play with my son, and by punching him, apparently. And today things went wrong. We have these 3 really cool Nerf swords that we play with every day. He's actually gotten pretty good at dodging and parrying my attacks, and when he started rushing me, I had to try my hardest to not get hit. To spice things up, we always do power struggles, pushing our swords together and then wrestling to make it more fun. Well, today we did that, but it sort of gave out and cracked in the middle. This led to my full force punch cracking him across the jaw and watching him go limp. Oh my god. I had never panicked so hard in my life. I felt sick instantly. A full-grown man punching a child can lead to some terrible things such as concussion or worse, death. He could, I guess, if he's 5. Yeah, that's true. But Fuck. Luckily, it was only. Why was it? Why? First of all, he said he's full force punch, so he was full forcing his whole sword as if the 5-year-old could take it. So if anything, you're already the aggressor in this situation. Like, I mean, you know, take it easy on the 5-year-old, let him win. You don't have to go all macho on him. Luckily, he was only down and out for about 4 seconds. Went to the hospital and he has no concussion or anything, just a little, very sore little face. Ice cream could cure the wound, but nothing will mend the cracks put in the heart of a little boy getting fucking KO'd like a little bitch. What? Yeah, if he reads this, it's gonna hurt a lot more. You're just talking about nailing your 5-year-old. Okay, some people are getting offended and threatening me. Whoa, this is an edit, by the way. That was the whole story. My son is loved, healthy, handsome as hell, and there's nothing to worry about. By the way, his name, Reddit name is Mike Tash, just so you know. We are very happy, and we don't need to go calling the cops over Nerf medal. Yeah, so he just like completely just flattened his little 5-year-old. Poor dude. Poor little guy that stand a chance in a Nerf Ward fight. I've played with those. Dude, those things hurt, by the way. I think we had some of those, and like if you slap somebody with the flat side, or even the little normal sword side of it, they fucking hurt me. And my nephews would do that, and they come up to me and slap me as hard as they could, and they leave marks. They goddamn hurt, and it would piss me off. I'm lucky I didn't deck a 5-year-old, dude. Not really, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. Went 28-11, nothing special, 14 caps. Yeah, I'm an OBJ player. Hit me up with a contract. See you guys soon for TIFU episode 4. Say Harry Manginas.